Okay, so maybe on first chapter we will discuss some previous questions. After that, we'll go to the next chapter. Go to first set. Already, you know the exam pattern of an external exam. That is, we have part A and part B. In part A, maybe 14 marks, and part B we have 56 marks. Total 70 marks. External 70, internal 30 marks. Okay. So first thing, for example, I am discussing regarding external. So part A is essential. Maximum part A questions are from syllabus only. If you know the syllabus, in that syllabus we have types of fibers, step index, grade index, like that they mention in the syllabus. That means types of fibers are step index and grade index. Like that you can able to understand. So in your part A questions, you may ask what are the types of fibers. No need to see the textbook, Kaiser textbook or senior textbook or whatever we discussed in the class. No need to discuss again. No need to read again. You can able to answer part A questions by knowing the syllabus. That's why I'm saying that you have to go through the syllabus once again. Okay, so from part A, every question maximum out of 6 questions, you can able to answer nearly 4 questions directly by knowing the syllabus. Maybe 1 or 2 questions, some internal depth we have. That is also very basic level. Okay, and come to part B. Part B, from each unit we have 1 question. That is also A and B. Maximum A and B will ask. A is 7 marks and B is also for 7 marks. Total 14 marks for each question. Sometimes, not sometimes, maximum times, each question consisting of 1 theory and 1 problem. 1 theory and 1 problem, maximum. Okay. So if you observe all the questions in all chapters, we have maximum B is a problem. Maximum B is a problem. Maybe if there is no problem, happy. Can able to write theory. Okay. If you have problem means still very happy. Why? Because within fraction of minutes, we can able to solve the question and we have some hope to get full marks, 7 out of 7 or 14 out of 14 like that. In optical communications, we have all direct questions. Only one unknown is there. If you know thorough knowledge on the each and every formula, you can able to answer very easily. Don't worry about problems, especially in our subject. Okay, so that is a part A and part B. When are you writing part B, you have to write 4 questions. 4 questions. After writing 4 questions, in each question you have to write both questions. For example, in second question I'm writing A and B. You can write second question continuously. Don't write 2A in one place and 2B in another place like that. Okay, so you have to write 2A, 2B continuously, and the same manner 3A, 3B continuously like that. If you write second question first, next fourth question, next 7th question, no problem. But you have to write AB bits continuously. Okay, that is one thing. And next thing is here out of 6 questions, we have to write 4. Out of 6 questions, you have to write 4. So 2 questions we have choice. Okay, choice means you don't take choice. If essential, you can take the choice. Actually, out of 4, you have to write 5. That is the choice. For example, for the 4th question, I am getting 13 marks, and for the extra question, whatever I write 5th question, for that I got 14. He will take 5th question as consideration. That's why you have to write minimum 1 question extra. If you check the time, we have 3 hours time. For first part, you may get half an hour time. 6 5 maybe 30 minutes. Okay, that is also more than enough for the part A. Maybe already written 3rd year and 2nd year. You may spend 5, 10 or 15 minutes for the part A. Whenever I am observing on the invigilation, all are writing last 10 minutes, they are writing part A. That means it is taking less time. Okay. So in part B, we have more time. For each question, if you spend nearly half an hour, 4 questions, 4 halves, 2 hours. 2 hours, and for part A, half an hour, 2.5 hours. Still we have another half an hour. That's why time is more. You can able to write one extra question. Not only one question, if you know 6th question also, you can able to write 6th one also. Okay, if you know the answer, you have to write all questions. Why? Because which one is exact answer you don't know. Sometimes if you know, but according to evaluation, for which question you may get good marks, we don't know. That's why if you know the answers, you have to write all answers. First, you can write perfect 4 answers. Then you can write any 1 or 2 another questions. Okay, then you'll get minimum 60 marks out of 70. Everybody will get minimum 60 marks. No doubt at all. No doubt at all. That is only external I am saying. External I am saying. Okay, after completion of the 2nd chapter and 3rd chapter, you can able to understand. Still only we have first chapter. Okay, so now we will discuss first chapter questions only. So your target is to get 70 out of 70. Try for maximum. Don't try for pass or 40 marks or 50 marks like that. Maybe now you are thinking for 3-2 we may pass, means that is enough, like that maybe some of them are thinking. Okay, don't think like that. You have to try for maximum. Then only you will get 50, 60 or 40. If you try for 40, compulsory you will fail. Okay, that is the first thing. And second thing is concentrate on internals also. In externals we have choice, but in internals there is no choice. And we have some less time. So that's why concentrate on internals also, 30 marks. In that 30, 5 assignment. Okay, 10 online. And remaining 15 in your mid paper. These 15 marks are in your hand. Online marks and assignment marks. 15 marks are in your hand. Nothing but 50% of marks you are getting in the internal. 50% you are getting freely in the internal. Maybe 40% you will get. Maybe 40% you will get. Okay, remaining 60%. Remaining in the remaining 60, you may get 40 by your hard work. 40 plus 40, 80%. In the internals, you must get minimum 80% marks. That is essential. If you have 80% in the internal, maybe you'll get 70% in the external, 70% in the external. Your overall aggregate is 75%. 75%. Okay. So compulsory maximum members will get 75%. If you did well continuously from first unit onwards. Whatever I am saying, if you follow that, compulsory will get 75. 75 means very good marks, that is a distinction marks. Compulsory each and every company will give the preference to you. Okay, that's why concentrate on 80% on internal. Of course, maybe in another 80% you'll get an external, means you'll get 80% overall. So in our batch, I observed that in first year, some of them are getting 90% first year. But from second year onwards, that is decreasing. Why, I don't know. So you have to improve your knowledge. That question may appear in the interviews also. Why your percentage decreases from first year to second year or third year, like that they may ask. That's why you have to improve percentage, not from 30, 40, 50, 60 like that. Okay, you have to maintain consistency. 75 first sem, 76 next sem, or 70 in the next sem. Like that you have to do. You have to maintain some level. Okay. So that is one thing I want to tell. Concentrate on from starting onwards. Each and every question from starting onwards. Okay. Anything to say, anyone? Any doubts regarding writing questions, answers for answers in the external examination? Anyone? Quickly tell me, anyone? Any questions? Sir, I may write like this. It is correct or not? Sir, I may write like this. It is possible or not? Like that, anyone? Again, I'm saying that choice is nothing but you have to write extra questions. You have to give choice to the evaluator. You are taking choice out of 6 chapters, preparing 4 chapters. That is not choice. I think maximum are doing like that up to now. That is not choice. If any difficulty is there after preparing the 6 chapters, any difficulty in the questions, then you can take choice. So now you have to give more, you have to write more questions in the external examination. Okay, then you'll go for the first question from the first set. This is, I think, previous question paper, regular question paper. Maybe 1 or 2 sets we have, remaining we don't have. Then after completion of the first chapter, okay. So define acceptance angle, numerical aperture. 2 bits he has given for 2 marks. Okay, so remember that sometimes this question may be maybe some derivations he may ask for 7 marks also. Acceptance angle 7 marks and numerical aperture 7 marks. Okay, so based on your parts, either part A or part B, you have to understand how much answer we have to write. Okay, here after not only definition but also formula you have to write. Define acceptance angle. The maximum light accepted from outside to the fiber core is nothing but acceptance angle. That is a theta m or theta a is equal to sin inverse of NA. Like that you have to write. That is a acceptance angle. Then numerical aperture, maximum light gathering power. That is a numerical aperture. Numerical aperture. Okay. Here the formula NA is equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Like that you have to write formulas in the same manner. If you want, you can write another formula also. So n1 into square root of 2 delta. 2 delta. So this formula also you may write. Otherwise square root of n1 square minus n2 square. So after writing the definition, you have to write the formula also. That is additional. To write only formula, only definition, maybe for 2 marks, you will give 1 mark for acceptance, 1 mark for numerical aperture. But effective writing is not only writing the definition. You have to write definition and formula. Definition and formula. Then, without thinking anything, he may give 2 out of 2. Okay. So that is effective writing. Then second one, explain core and cladding glass. This is second chapter. We'll discuss later. Remaining only first chapter I'm discussing. From each chapter we have 1 question. So first chapter is this question: acceptance angle and numerical aperture. Come to part B. Draw the electromagnetic spectrum. Explain different ranges and their wavelengths. This is a question. Clearly show the range of wavelengths used for optical fiber communication. Okay. So here in senior textbook, this question answer is directly we have. Senior textbook we have this answer directly. Draw the electromagnetic spectrum. And I told you, you may write any spectrum. In that spectrum is nothing but range of frequencies. In that you have to mention the optical frequency range. Okay. So here he is saying that wavelengths. So generally F is equal to, what is the formula? A relation between frequency and wavelength. F is equal to C by lambda. So he is asking not frequency ranges, but wavelength ranges. Wavelength ranges. Okay. C we know 3 into 10 power 8. You can write 3 into 10 power 8 by whatever it may be the frequency. For example, I am taking 3 kilohertz. 3 into 10 power 3 kilohertz. That is, for example, low frequency range. Low frequency range. 3 get cancelled, and 10 power 5. 10 power 5 is the wavelength. 10 power 5. Otherwise, if you want to write in nanometers or micrometers, 0.1 micrometer. You may write 0.1 micrometer or some other value, whatever it may be. Okay, different ways we have. So like that, you have to write that spectrum. 1 minute, I will show that it is possible. But the senior textbook. Is this is the senior textbook. In this, I want to show the frequency spectrum. That's why I opened this one. If you want, you can download freely from the Google. John M. Senior. This is the prescribed textbook. And another is a Kaiser. Both are same. Both are for optical fiber communication system. So here, this question answer we have that directly. That's why I'm showing this one. Electromagnetic spectrum. The first chapter we have this electromagnetic spectrum. This is the spectrum. You can able to write the electromagnetic spectrum showing the region used in optical fiber communications. Okay, here is mentioning different frequencies and in the same manner wavelengths. So this 3000 kilometer, this is the length, and 10 power 3, 10 power 4, 10 power 5. These are all we have some frequencies, and in the same manner different wavelengths. Okay, here we have wavelengths. This is the optical wavelength. This is optical fiber wavelength, 1.7 micrometers to 0.8 micrometer. Okay, like that. Now this is clear. Okay, it is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
This is the frequency spectrum. Frequency spectrum. So this question I gave as assignment. I think all are written that, maybe different way. In any way you can write, either from Kaiser textbook. In the Kaiser textbook is given that frequency ranges: very low frequency, medium frequency, high frequency, very high frequency, ultra high frequency, super high frequency, and infrared. Like that, he may give some frequency ranges and frequency values: 3 into 10 power 3 hertz to 300 hertz, 300 hertz to 30 kilohertz, 30 kilohertz to 300 kilohertz. Like that, he may give some frequency bands. Here also, maybe next thing is application: low frequency application, high frequency application, microwave frequency application, and optical frequency applications. Like that, he was mentioned in the Kaiser textbook. In this textbook also, based on frequency, he has given some applications. So radio frequencies, okay, long wave and standard broadcasting. These are all some applications. Here also very low, very high frequency, ultra high frequency, millimeter wave frequency. These are all frequency bands. You may take anyone, not a problem. This is our required optical fiber communication frequency range and wavelength: 10 power 14 to 10 power 16. This is the frequency range, and this is the wavelength range. Wavelength range. Like that, you may write any answer for the any answer from either a senior or Kaiser textbook. Okay. Please clear, all of you. Frequency spectrum. You want, you can take this one also. You can draw this frequency spectrum. So later you can draw this one. Go for next question. Please clear 2A. All of you. So sometimes by knowing answer also we can't able, by knowing this topic we can't able to write the answer. Sometimes exact answer is missing. Okay, in the examinations. That's why I'm discussing how they ask questions in the external examinations. Okay, then second B bit, define an optical fiber. Explain in detail different types of optical fibers with neat sketches. Okay, optical fiber is a thin, long, flexible cable which has core and cladding, inner layers, and outer layer is with a protecting sheet or protecting layer. That is optical fiber. You can write the structure of the optical fiber. Okay, so like this, you can write optical fiber. This is the core with a refractive index, and in the same manner, cladding. Like this, we have to take. Okay, and next we have buffer coating. Not right, buffer coating also. Like that, can indicate that fiber structure, core cladding, and protecting sheet. And you can write some definition: thin cable, long cable, flexible cable, used for the long distance communication. Like that, you can write the definition. Then explain in detail different types of optical fibers with neat sketches. Neat sketches. Tell me types of fibers. I already told you, by knowing the syllabus, you can able to write the types of fibers. That means from 7 marks, you may get for the types names, you may get 2 marks. For this 2 marks, what is optical fiber 2 marks, plus for writing the types 2 marks, and with the neat sketches 4 marks. Sorry, 3 marks. Like that scheme of evaluation we have in the examinations. Okay, total 7 marks. Okay, so like that you can distribute your answer and you can write one by one. Okay, for that purpose I am giving. Very neatly you can write one by one. Don't write in zigzag manner. Okay, writing neatly is also one of the major factors for getting good marks. Okay, and keeping essential formulas on box, that also another thing for getting good marks. Sometimes some of them are keeping wrong answer also in the box. That is one drawback. So don't do like that. If it is the exact answer, keep it in your box. Highlight your answer. Okay. So by writing different pens, blue ink and black ink like that, you can write by highlighting your answers. Okay. Then types of fibers. Tell me the types of fibers. Quickly. Quickly you can tell. Types of fibers. All are hearing my voice? Yeah, tell me. Types of fibers. Anyone? Types of fibers? Don't know? 84? 84. 82? 82 came. 82 is here. 78. 78. Seventy-one, 72. 96. A naught. A naught.
Yes.
Tell me types of fibers. Whatever you know, that one you can told to me. Don't know. A6. 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 A6.
Yes, sir.
Where you came late?
Not.
Class for class also you are coming like that.
No, sir. This day only.
So you have to intimate to me if you are coming late.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't repeat this. Tell me types of fibers.
Yes, sir.
Tell me your known types of fibers. Whatever it may be, types of fibers. Anyone from the class? Tell me types of fibers.
Single mode and gray mode.
Single mode and
Multi mode.
Single mode, multi mode, sir.
Step index and graded index fibers.
anything? Anyone? Still any other answers? In this gap, you may go to your previous papers of your notebook. You may tell the answer. If nobody is saying
Plastic optical fiber, sir.
plastic, types of fibers, fiber materials, I'm not asking. There are some advanced, that is second chapter. You enter into the second chapter. All are maintaining the notes, first of all.
Yes, sir.
Then by seeing that notes also you can able to tell types of fibers. See that all of you? See your notes and tell me the answer.
Step index and graded index.
That is based on
Based on refractive index, sir.
very
Fiber
good. Based on
profiles, sir.
refractive index profile, those are step
Step
index and
index
grade
and-
index. What about single mode, multi mode?
Modes of fibers, sir.
Based on modes. Based on modes. Very simple answer. By listening the class, you can able to answer this one. No need to read again. By seeing your notebook or textbook or material, no need to prepare once again. Preparation is for any derivation or any diagram. For that only preparation required. For types, this is not required. Just like a story, you have to remember. Whenever you're watching a movie, 3 hours movie, anybody is recalling the same information. If you ask any questions, you can able to answer very easily. For movie, who is related to this one? How is he related to this person? Who is a hero? Who is the villain? Why is a quarrel with the other person? Like that, if we ask any question, you can able to answer. Why? Because that is a story. You listen very interesting. You are seeing, watching very interestedly. The same manner you have to listen the class. Then only you can able to understand and remember. At that time, you can able to understand is not only enough. You have to remember that. Understanding is essential, but also you have to remember. Not 100% all concepts. Some concepts you have to remember. Types of fibers based on modes and based on refractive index profile, step index and grade index, and single mode and multi mode. So here the answer may be, so you may write like that. Based on modes, we have two types: single mode, multi mode. Based on refractive index profile, step index and grade index, and those are diagrams you may write. You can able to write the answer in the same manner. Based on modes and based on refractive index profile, these are classified into single mode step index fiber. Okay. Next is multi-mode step index fiber. You can write next one. Already I told you configurations of the fibers, fiber configurations. Single mode step index fiber, multi-mode step index fiber. Next one, multi-mode graded index fiber. These are the three types. Here we are not discussing about single mode graded index fiber. That is not here. If you write, you can able to explain this one also, but here that was not useful. That's why not mentioning that one. You may write based on modes separately, based on refractive index separately. The same manner, based on modes and refractive index profile, fibers are classified into three types. One is single mode step index fiber and multi-mode step index fiber, and third one is multi-mode graded index fiber. Okay, is it clear? Respond. Is it clear? So this will come whenever you are prepared. Okay, if you prepared well for the first chapter, you can able to answer my questions. I think just you are listening, not preparing. We completed first chapter means preparation must be completed, not teaching completed. Okay, if you are learning that concept, then only there may be some teaching. We already told in previous classes. Teaching, learning is that one only. If you are teaching, you are not learning anything. That is there is nothing teaching. Okay, you have to learn. You have to read daily. So in on first unit, maybe after 19th, 28th or 21st, in those 2 days I will conduct exam on first chapter. Prepare well all the concepts based on syllabus. Okay, so repeated questions we'll see, maybe based on these previous question papers. I will ask those questions only. Prepare well. Nearly 14 plus 3, for example, 14 plus 3. Nearly 14 on part B and 3 on part A. 17 marks. You have to get ready to get 17 marks from first chapter. Must and should you have to get 17 marks. Whenever you're getting minimum 15 in this first chapter, then I will start second chapter. I will conduct exam on first chapter. I will give 2 or 3 questions based on question paper. If you are able to get 15 marks, then I will start second chapter. Otherwise, I will not start second chapter. If you are not preparing or not listening means no need to discuss remaining chapters. In my point of view, completion is nothing but your preparation must be complete. If I teach continuously, now you can able to complete second chapter also. Okay, keep it in your mind. Prepare well for first chapter. Okay. Remaining questions we will see in the next class. Okay. Any questions from anyone? Boys or girls?
No, sir.
Is there any difficulty for the preparation? Anyone? Are you facing any difficulty? Anyone? For subject point of view, you are not responding. For this one also, you are not responding.